All right, welcome to the Football Players Exchange, where the trading floor is absolutely buzzing. I'm your market analyst, Mark, and we are about to break down today's biggest movers.
So today, we're diving straight into the hottest gossip on the transfer market. Think of it this way. Every player is a stock, every club is a major investment firm, and we're here to find that next big market-moving trade.
So, who's on the ticker today? We're focusing on three of the absolute biggest firms on the exchange: Manchester United, Liverpool, and Real Madrid. And hey, if you want these market reports delivered fresh every day, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to the analysis.
First up, Manchester United. Their strategy? It's a classic portfolio rebalancing. They're looking to liquidate some major assets to free up that capital they need for new, more strategic acquisitions that really fit their long-term vision.
So let's take a look at United's balance sheet, shall we? On the divestment side, they're exploring a sale of midfielder Manuel Ugarte. And on the acquisition side, well, they are targeting some key assets like Amadou Onana, Magnus Akliush, and even a young prospect, Tom Atchison, to really bolster their portfolio.
Now, the valuation on Ugarte is pegged at a pretty solid £35 million. That makes him a prime investment target for several clubs. We're talking Juventus, Newcastle, and Aston Villa. But you got to keep an eye on Juve here. If they secure that Champions League football, they could be in pole position to get this deal done.
And this right here highlights their diversified acquisition strategy. See, they're not putting all their capital in one basket. They're going after established Premier League talent like Onana. They're exploring a potential blockbuster deal for a blue-chip asset like Vinicius Jr. And they're investing in high-potential youth like Atchison. Smart stuff.
Now let's pivot over to Liverpool. They're taking a different approach. This isn't just a simple rebalance. Oh no. It is an aggressive diversification of their entire scouting portfolio. They are casting a very wide net to find undervalued assets and new growth opportunities.
And this scouting list shows you just how wide-ranging their strategy is. I mean, they're monitoring top-tier midfield engines like Camavinga, they're competing for exciting wingers like Akliush and Diomande, and they're even exploring emerging markets for talent like Marcus Leonardo from Al Hilal. It's a true global diversification play.
Okay, whoa. Here is a major signal that just hit the market wires. Real Madrid is now reportedly open to selling long-term Liverpool target Eduardo Camavinga. You can bet this development has put the Reds on high alert, because a prime asset they've wanted for a long time is suddenly on the trading block. Now this potential deal with Al Hilal, it isn't a simple cash transaction. No, what we're looking at is a fascinating asset swap. Think about it, trading a legendary, mature asset in Mo Salah for a younger, high-potential forward in Marcus Leonardo. It's a really bold move, one aimed at future-proofing their attack. And this brings us to the interconnected nature of the market. You know, a single trade can send ripples across the entire exchange. Right now, Europe's giants are in this complex dance, where just one move could trigger a huge domino effect. This table gives us a great snapshot of the high-stakes action. A potential move for Vinicius Jr. from Real Madrid that would spark a massive bidding war between PSG and the Premier League. Meanwhile, Bernardo Silva is one of those rare opportunities, a blue-chip stock available as a free agent, no transfer fee required. And speaking of price tags, Tottenham has set a firm, non-negotiable floor price of €50 million for their captain, Christian Romero. This makes any potential acquisition by Atletico Madrid a major test to their financial firepower. All right, finally, let's turn our attention to the futures market. This is where clubs make those long-term, high-growth investments in young prospects, players they believe will become the blue-chip assets of tomorrow.
The 19-year-old RB Leipzig winger Jan Diomande is an incredibly hot commodity. Think of him as a high-growth tech stock that everyone wants a piece of. And right now, reports suggest Arsenal currently has the edge over Liverpool in the race to secure this investment.
Now here's an interesting financial instrument at play. Borussia Dortmund is keen on 21-year-old Diego Moreira. However, Chelsea holds a huge strategic advantage with a buyback clause. It's essentially a call option that gives them future control over this asset's destiny.
And finally, keep an eye on Karim Koulibaly. Newcastle is in a race with clubs all across Europe for the German U21 defender from Werder Bremen. He is a classic blue-chip prospect, a solid, reliable defensive asset with huge long-term potential. So the market is absolutely buzzing with all this activity, as you can see. But now I want to hear your take. Which of these deals do you actually want to see close? Hit that like button and let us know in the comments below.